here, as he proclaims to his disciples in verse number 12, is speaking to all that are present. He's speaking to them from his heart. He's speaking to them in a parable, and he's telling them a story that the natural man can understand, but it has to be spiritually received and discerned. And you say, well, what do you mean by that, preacher? Well, I'll get there in just a moment. But Jesus here is attempting to explain to his disciples that when the word of the Lord is sown, the condition of the heart of the hearer makes all the difference. You see, I don't know your condition today. I don't know the condition of your heart and your life today. Some may be sitting here this morning with deep cares and concerns and burdens. You may be going through a trial like you've never faced in your life before. You may be sitting here this morning and would rather be anywhere but here, hearing this message. Whatever the condition of your heart this morning, this message is for you. This message is for all of mankind. Matter of fact, Jesus in verse number 9, notice what he says here. And he said unto them, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. What does that mean to you and I today? Jesus is telling us that he is speaking to all of mankind. And it is mankind's duty. It's our responsibility to pay attention to what Jesus is saying. You see, it's no accident that you're here today. It's no accident that these words are printed on this page in the book of Mark and the book of Matthew and the book of Luke. They all tell of this story, these parables that Jesus spoke. It's no accident today. The Lord Jesus, the God of heaven, the creator of all things, makes no mistakes. And so as we see this here today, as we come to this place and the Lord has laid this message upon my heart, he's laid this message upon my heart for you, for me, because there's something in this message for each of us that we can take with us and be better servants of him for his glory and honor. You see, it all comes down to the heart. Where is your heart today? Had you rather be anywhere but here? Is your heart on the golf course? Is your heart on the lake? Is your heart at home, maybe doing something you love to do, watching something on television? Whatever. Where is your heart today? You see, the heart tells the story of the life. And I want us all to see today that God, the Lord Jesus, I should say, is speaking to each and every one of us. As Jesus explains, the seed, as we see in this story, is the word of the Lord. The sowers are the servants of the Lord, and the soil that the seed falls upon references the human heart. Jesus reveals 4 types of hearts that are found in mankind. Now, you may be sitting there this morning and saying, how in the world can mankind have 4 different hearts? Well, let me just say this. There's a hard heart, there's a shallow heart, there's a crowded heart, and then there's a good heart, the heart that receives the seed and it produces fruit. Those are the 4 types of heart. And let me also say that there's 4 seasons in the year. And just like in the heart, you can have all 4 of these going on in some ways at the same time. When I was in Germany, Sherry will tell you, there was days when you would see all 4 seasons in one day. It would come, the sun would come up, it would be nice and warm, a rainstorm would come, it would cool things down, and by that evening it was snowing. It's the beatingest thing I'd ever seen. I'd never seen any weather like it. But listen, isn't that just like the human heart? One moment we're on the biggest high that we've ever been on in our lives, and the next moment we're on the deepest, darkest low that you've ever seen. It can change just like that, my friend. And I want you to see this morning that the thing of this life is a matter of the heart. First of all, we see in verses 4 and verse number 15, there's a hard heart. Look with me in verse number 4. He says, and it came to pass as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. Now look at verse number 15 and Jesus' explanation of this parable.